Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here with yet another 4-string, woohoo, 4-string cigar box guitar lesson. I've been getting some feedback and y'all are wanting to see more 4-stringers, so here we go, humbucker 4-string. I have a buddy here in town and he is a tattoo artist and he did a tattoo on my guitar years ago. Pretty cool. This box is actually no longer in production, but all this was white. And over here was white, and you fill it all in. And I put some heavy-duty see-through varnish on this years ago. I don't know, this was maybe 12, 13 years ago or something like that. Anyway, this is my favorite 4-stringer that I've got, humbucker, cigar box guitar. So we're tuned to open G, G, D, G, and B. So this song is a one riff song. It's the same sequence of chords through the whole thing, and it's really not very hard. So we're going to start out barring all the way across on the 10th fret, which is be your D chord. G, A, B, C, D, E. We're going to start out barring all the way across on the 10th fret, which would be an F chord. G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So we're going to start out on this chord and then we're going to play a couple of other chords and we're going to loop the riff all the way through the whole song. Here we go. That's the entire song. It loops all the way through. So we're going to start out barring here on the 10th fret. Now I'm putting some clicks in there. I'm not using a pick. I like to use my fingers on the cigar box guitars, but you can use a pick if you like. I'm pretending like I have a pick in my hand. No, really, I am. Whenever I strum, invisible pick. No, seriously. Okay, so this is a little bit funky. Not super funky, but a little bit. So we're going to hit that first chord here on the 10th fret. It's going to be an F chord. I'm choking in between the two strums. So I'm lifting off the strings so that I'm not pressing down. And I'm doing a down-up click. So the strum pattern we'll get to that in just a second. So we're going to start out real slow. So we play that first chord. I'm lifting off the fretboard in between the two strums, so I'm choking that chord. You probably know how to do that unless you're a super beginner. You just press down and then you lift off the fretboard, but you don't take your finger off the strings. Then I put a click in. You don't have to put a click in. A click is a click with a strum. That keeps me in time, so I prefer to put the clicks in there, but you don't have to. So what we're going to be doing is two strums with a mute in between by lifting off the fretboard. And then I put a click in there. On that one, I'm playing 0, first finger on the 2nd fret, and my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. I'm doing a down, up strum. the whole way through. So we start from the top. The cool thing about this open tuning is it gives me time to jump up here to the 10th fret to get that chord again. But we'll go over that in a second. Again, from the top. Real slow. Even slower and up close. Even slower. Third finger all the way across. What are these other fingers doing here? They're just holding on. So what I'm doing here is 0, and the up strum is my first finger on the 2nd fret. Then my next down strum is my 3rd finger. Why am I using my 3rd finger, not my 2nd? Because it's easier. You've got a space in between. So let's say, for instance, you're playing a song that has this bar chord, and then 2 frets up bar chord. You've got 1 finger in between, and I'm not flipping you off. So that's the same thing here. We've got 1 finger per chord. So 3rd finger right there, 3rd finger here. Because your 2nd finger is hard to press down because you just played the first, you just used that 1st finger. It's hard to explain, just go with me here. So 1st finger, 3rd finger. 3rd finger up here from the top. Now this one is 5-7-5. That's going to be a G, A, B, C chord and a D chord. So we start out on the F, then we do a G, and then we do an A, and then we do an A sharp. Then we do a C, then a D, and then a C again. Now we go back down here. It's easier than it looks. You just have to start out slow. Now keep your hand doing the down up movement. You can put a click up there in there if you want to. So let's do it real slow. So the way I would do it is I put that click in there after the first bump. What the hell does that mean, Jag? Well, watch. Why? Why do I put that click in? So I don't speed up. It's with my hand and my foot. They're together. So when my foot goes down, my hand goes down. You don't have to do that, but it's just kind of extra insurance so that you don't speed up. Now this part is a little bit tricky because you have to press down all 4 strings real quick and you have to slam 2 frets up and hammer with your 3rd finger. So I would recommend having the low action, and it might take a bit to get that 3rd finger pressing down, and you might need to get a callus there because the callus will help you press down. It might take a few weeks to get the callus if you're a very, very, very beginner. And also it might hurt just a bit, but that's totally normal on any kind of playing guitar when you're starting out. All right. So I'm going to do it real slow. I'm going to do it even slower. Even slower. believe it or not, we're done. That's the whole song. It repeats all the way through. So what are some different variations of this same riff, Jag? How can we make it not sound boring? It's all in the wrist. One other thing I did there is I played a couple extra open Gs. So real slow, I'll show you how to spice it up just a bit. So I'm going to put some extra strums in here and there on the open G chord, which is that one. Did you hear the extra strums on the open G? One more time. Ba-da-da-dum-dum. It's an extra strum. Now don't freak out because it's an extra strum. Oh, I gotta do another strum. Well, you don't have to. Your hand is still going down, up, down, up. You can choose to hit the strings or not, right? So the way I showed you from the beginning was I just put an extra open G in there. So you can kind of mess around with it. You can throw some extra chords in as long as you change the chords at the same time, right? So you can put some extra strums in, you can put some extra open strums in, you can put some extra clicks in. That's what I call clicks. So you can go like this. That just makes it funky. I'll do that one more time real slow. So you can hear I'm doing an up-down click. Up, down. And I'm clicking because I'm muting. So basically I'm doing an up-down click after every chord. So, are you getting bored? It's the same riff all the way through. You're probably not getting bored. You're probably going, ooh, this is cool, right? Every time I learn a new song, it's like, wow, lots of fun. I mean, you know, I'm 62, but it's a lot of fun. And I'll be watching TV or something, and I'll be playing a song, and I'll just be like mellowing it out, and I'll find other strum patterns so you can kind of vary it a little bit. So just kind of relax, don't think about it too much, and just start experimenting. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to put a whole bunch of extra strums in there. If you wanted to do an extra long version of the song and kind of jam out, you can bring the volume down. So you can go like this. Which is what Steve did on a couple of the different verses. He was a little bit louder on some verses, then he brought it down. So you want it a little bit of dynamics in there. You don't want to be doing the same thing all the way through the entire song. But basically, that's it, folks. It's that same riff all the way through. I don't know what happened to my arm. So have fun with that. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my website, jagshouse.com, cigar box guitars. Just like this one for 20 years. Yes, sir, 20 years, over 4,000 sold. And we'll see you next time.